This hearing starts with a surprisingly serious charge for something that might sound minor at first, interfering with a public servant. But when you hear the full story, officers serving a capital murder warrant and someone walking straight into the police perimeter, you begin to see why the situation escalated quickly.
Sir, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir.
Yes, sir.
On March 28, 2025, an officer was in the process of serving a capital murder warrant on a suspect in Harris County, Texas. While conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who was identified by his Texas ID card, pulled up on the officer's perimeter, got out of their motor vehicle, and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was.
Here's the key moment. Officers had set up a felony stop while trying to arrest a capital murder suspect. In situations like this, police establish a secure perimeter for safety. Anyone ignoring commands and walking toward that area instantly raises alarm because officers have no way of knowing whether that person is a threat.
The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to stop and stay right there. The defendant refused and continued to ignore officers while walking towards the residence. The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to step back multiple times and then grabbed the defendant and took him to the ground.
Him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was he the capital murder suspect?
No, Your Honor.
I live there.
Stop.
Oh, sorry, sir.
I believe that they were in the process of serving a warrant on someone else at the residence, and that's when they came in contact with the defendant. Ordered him to stop. He refused to stop going towards the residence, Your Honor.
Serve the warrant. What ended up happening?
Now things get a little messy. Even the prosecutor seems unsure about the exact details of where the murder suspect was located. Moments like this can matter in court because judges rely heavily on clear facts to determine whether probable cause exists.
Looks like after refusing commands, there was a brief struggle where he was detained.
Was the murder suspect there?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. It does not say. I have no further facts that show if the warrant was complete on the warrant or not, Your Honor, or completed at the time. I just believe they were in the process and believed him to be at the residence, and that's when this incident occurred.
Read it again, if you don't mind.
Yes, Your Honor. On March 28, 2025,
Notice what the judge is doing here. He's slowing everything down and making the prosecutor read the report again. That's not just for clarification. It's part of the judge's job to make sure the facts actually support the charge before allowing the case to move forward.
for a suspect observed inside a truck at a nearby residence. While conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who is identified by his Texas ID card, pulled up on the perimeter, got out of the vehicle, walked to the sidewalk, and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was. The supervisor then ordered the defendant to stop and to stay right there. The defendant refused and continued ignoring officers and walking towards the residence. The supervisor ordered him to step back multiple times, but the defendant was once again ignored the officers. The law enforcement officer grabbed the defendant and made him bounce and put him to the ground.
Okay, so now, but when you first started, you said they were going to a capital murder suspect in a car.
Yes, Your Honor. That's what. So I was originally reading the summary, and I'm going straight from the gems down, Your Honor. It looks like the suspect was observed inside a truck at a nearby residence.
So the suspect is not even in the residence. No.
Then they later state that there was that the suspect, that the defendant here was walking towards the residence where the murder suspect was.
In the end, the judge finds probable cause and allows the case to continue, but he also gives the defendant a blunt warning. When police are conducting a high-risk operation, ignoring commands can quickly turn into a criminal charge. So here's the question for you. If this were your home and police suddenly blocked off the area, would you obey their orders immediately or try to walk through and ask questions?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I'd have to put down.
I find no probable cause in your case. Just be careful, man.
Sir.
When you get into a pissing match with
I understand.
who's going to win,
They are. I understand.
no.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hand,
All right, sit down.
please.
Judge, the arraignments we have left, we're waiting on the attorneys to show up.
Okay.
So Johnson, we're done for now. If anybody can still